Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm giving you fake dating recommendations. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite romance tropes. I think it has already passed enemies to lovers, which was my favorite for a very long time, but it has to be done correctly. Fake dating, I'm really starting to enjoy it. So I have 5 recommendations for you. I'm going to start with the 2 books that I have physical copies of. First is Take a Hint, Dani Brown, book 2 in the Brown Sister series by Talia Hibbert. In this, we're following Dani. She is a professor, and Zaf, who is a security guard in the building where she works. One day there is an emergency. Zaf has to go and find Dani to get her out of the building, and he walks out carrying her in his arms, and it starts trending on Twitter. Zaf is a former athlete with a mental health organization, so the 2 of them decide to fake date for publicity. This is also a workplace romance. It has forced proximity and really great mental health representation. Then I have The Dating Playbook by Farah Rashan. This is the 2nd book in the Boyfriend Project series. Y'all have probably heard me talk about this and how it's not my favorite. It's not because of the book, okay? It's because of him. I don't like him, but everything else, Taylor, love her. Fake dating, love it. In this one, Taylor is a fitness instructor and Jamar is an NFL athlete who is trying to return to the league after an injury. So again, that forced proximity, workplace, dating for publicity thing, and I enjoyed everything except the male main character. He has been on an episode of Characters That I Want to Square Up With. Take that with a grain of salt though, because y'all know how I am. I'm very particular. The series overall though, I still love it. Next is The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton. This is one of my favorite books of the year. We're following an event planner who ends up fake dating an astronaut. They run into each other at a coffee shop. Her ex-boyfriend is there, and so she kind of throws herself into this lie, and Vincent just happens to be standing there, so they have to deal with it. They're also keeping it up for his family's sake because they're constantly complaining that he works too much and he's never gonna meet anyone. So they end up having to go on his family vacation together. This one is again forced proximity and only one bed, so highly recommend. It's really cute and it's one that I'm definitely going to reread. Then I have Worth It by Lady Marie. This is the first in her Sisters in Serendipity series. In this one, we're following a workaholic. I believe her name is Michaela, and her mom and her sisters keep trying to set her up on dates, and she's just like, I'm really not into this. I'm focused on my career. I love my job. I love what I do, but her family will not listen to her. So her sister sets her up on a date. She actually ends up liking this guy. They kind of have similar jobs. He understands that she's busy and doesn't bother her about it. So while they're getting ready for their mother's wedding and there are all of these couples activities planned, she accidentally says to her sister that the guy that she went on a date with, they really hit it off and they're continuing to date. So now he has to come to all of these festivities with her. I like this book. I like the relationship between the couple, but her sister has also been on an episode of Characters I Don't Want to Square Up With because that bitch is annoying as hell. And the last book that I have for you is Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley. I had heard so much about this. I have it in my library on campus. I actually forced one of my friends to read it because I was like, you gotta stop reading murder all the time. Read a romance real quick as a palate cleanser. And I honestly didn't have any expectations, but I actually ended up really enjoying it. We have this reality TV star, Jada, who was on this show that's similar to, I guess, The Bachelor, and she made it to the very end. He proposed and she turned him down. And when they asked her why, she came up with a lie that she had someone back home that she was ready to reconnect with. She ends up working at Sugar Blitz, the bakery, which is owned by 3 football players. And so a reporter is all up in her business one day and she's like, yeah, that's the guy that I was talking about. And Donovan's like, what is happening? What are you doing? Why are we here? And so they start fake dating. They're doing it for a publicity stunt. It is, again, forced proximity in workplace. But of course, they fall in love and it's very cute. Really liked it. I was really surprised by that. I think I rated it 4.5 stars and I definitely was not expecting that when I went into it. So those are my 5 fake dating recommendations for you. Let me know if you have read any of these. If you have recommendations for fake dating, let me know. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today and I'll see you in the next video.